Welcome back, everybody, to Legit Crypto Lounge, the place that aims to bring together real projects with real people. For today's AMA, we're joined by the team behind Drive Crypto. In terms of the structure for the next hour or so, we will find out more about the team in terms of their background, area of expertise and skill set. We can get an overview of what the team are creating and what sets their project apart. Then we can have a look at their future plans and ambitions and see what their aspirations are in terms of how big they can get this project, basically, before we open up to a Q&A, and then obviously have our Jackpot giveaway after the AMA and after the recording. So, Alessandra, great to have you with us. Before we get into the detail of the project itself, it would be great to understand more about your team, like I said, in terms of your background, area of expertise and skill set. So if you wouldn't mind introducing yourself and the team, that'd be great.
First of all, thank you for having us here. It's an honor, it's a pleasure, and let me tell you, this is the first M&A that we are doing in international groups marketing, and this is very, very important for us, so thank you very much. And second of all, we have the Brazilian mojo, you know, so sometimes I go a little, you know, I like to do jokes, but if it's not okay for you, just let me know and I go straight to the point.
And, we love jokes, yeah.
Yeah, so we have like thousands, not thousands, but we have hundreds of people behind the scenes in the project, okay? We have the games team, we have game development team, we have the app development team, we have the NFTs development team. Also, we have the core team, which is Allan, who is the CEO, and then we have Jackie, we have Renato. Renato is the marketing head, and Jackie is the financial head. And we have a lot of people that working together. Allan, he is a very successful entrepreneur in Brazil. So it's important to say that most of the development and the start of the project, he did with his own money, okay? And we are going to start to raise the pre-sale around July 17. We are just fixing the dates, but already, and this is very, very interesting. You may not believe it, but it's true. We have raised so far in private sales something around 1,000 BNBs.
That's pretty impressive given the market conditions, that's for sure.
Yeah, and this is based on two mainly points. The first thing is that, for instance, we are over-delivering, okay? So NFTs store, which is the marketplace, is already available. So the token will be launched by the end of July, but you already can buy your NFTs. And
so right now we can buy NFTs?
Yeah, you can buy NFTs. You can buy NFTs. And the NFTs can be used for the game, for the app, but we go further. Later on, we go on it. So we are over-delivering. You know, app will be ready with the launch. And so we are definitely over-delivering. We already did so many things. And this is when people start to see that. Yeah, when people start to see that we are delivering even before the launch, private investors start like, okay, I want to be part of it because these guys are really serious. They mean what they are doing. They mean what they are saying. They are doing what they are saying. So we are delivering and we are over-delivering, okay? We have, in our core team, we have a lot of people that has prior experience in crypto market. Me, myself, I have been working in crypto in several projects as an advisor, as an investor, also as a core team of several projects. And the dev itself, the contract dev himself, he's very well known, mostly in Europe, because he's very, very known in Europe, and he's a good smart contract dev. And Renato, he has been like CMO and head of marketing for many other projects as well. And Allan, he was not a CEO of any other project, but he has been a top investor in many projects in cryptos. So he knows how it works, he knows what to do, and that's why he decided to do this project. Thrive Crypto started by the end of last year, in November of last year. So since November to March, we are developing the project, we are developing everything, and from April 1, then we started to small private raises, and then we are just doing this, and we just finished our private rounds today. In fact, today it was the last private round. We finished the last private round. Okay, so the team is very consistent. We know what we are doing. I usually say that we are proudly a Brazilian project, but designed for the world. So we are proudly Brazilian, but we are designed for the world.
Yeah, perfect. Well, it's great to hear that you've got a lot of experience within the team and stuff, and covering all the main elements that are needed to create a successful crypto project. I think a lot of people that are successful in the real world try and bring those skills to crypto, and some of them, they don't have the crypto experience, and therefore it fails, because crypto and the real world are two different things at the moment. So it's good to know that, all of you have got that experience within crypto as well already. You mentioned that the contract dev is well known. Who is your contract dev?
Pardon me?
Who is your contract dev?
Oh, his name is Guilherme.
Okay.
He has a nickname, but really, I talked to him in WhatsApp, and I don't know his nickname in TG, but I can give you after, because I talked to him with the WhatsApp, so I know his name, I know his number, I know where he lives.
Yeah.
But I don't remember. I don't remember his TG. But I'll give you back. I'll give you later to you. Really, I don't.
That would be good. That'd be good, just so that we have that to hand and stuff. You also mentioned that the CEO is successful, an entrepreneur. What's Allan's background?
He's a self-made marketing guy. So if you go through the website, you have the links, and you're going to see that his Instagram, for instance, he has millions of followers, and he's specialized in marketing. He's specialized in marketing.
Okay.
And he's very, very successful. I can assure you, he's very, very successful.
Okay. Sounds good. Right, let's get into the token itself then. Do you want to give us a quick overview of what Drive Crypto actually is?
Of course. Drive Crypto is the first project that gathers, and in fact, it's just like that gathers mobility, gathers fun, and environmental responsibility, because all the ecosystem of the project is based on renewable clean energy, which means that all the NFTs, everything based on the project are based on electric car. NFTs, all the batteries are clean batteries, which means that you can drive to earn, you can have fun because you have a mode, play to earn, but also there's a part of the project that we are going to install electrical vehicles recharging station around the world, and we have just installed the first one in Brazil. And people can use Drive crypto tokens to recharge their cars. So we are kind of mixed of crypto world, but also real world, you know. And we have utility for the token in all the subproducts, or in all the app, the play to earn, as well as the EV recharging. Oh, you're you're checking the the NFTs, huh?
No, I'm just scrolling at the minute while you're talking and stuff.
So this is, and there is something very, very, because you know, mobility, because we have this thinking of mindset, you know, we want people to get more responsible and change the environmental mindset, you know, just drive to a more sustainable world. So you know, like, drive is something that you do like on daily basis. You know, you go, whether you go to the movie, whether you go to your work, or you know, to the market, you drive. Oh, but I don't have a car. But you can get a cab, you can get an Uber, you can get a bus, you can get subway. So you can use it. You can use the app, Drive to Earn, in any kind of transport. The only thing that we need is that your speed is higher than 30 kilometers per hour, which means something around 20 miles per hour, you know? So
Okay.
the only thing that won't give you reward if you drive or use any kind of transport that goes slower than 16 or 20 miles per hour. Okay? Otherwise, you can drive and you can earn. And everything is based on, as I said before, on electrical vehicles, which means that if you to drive and earn, you have to buy a car NFT and a battery NFT. A car NFT will give you the quantity of miles and kilometers that you have to earn, and the battery will give you the amount of reward. Okay, so you have to buy 2 NFTs in order to drive to earn. So, like, for instance, if you buy a car that gives you 100 miles autonomy, and you buy an NFT that gives you the battery for 3 times, which means that you're gonna drive 100 miles and you're gonna earn $30. Okay, something like that.
Yeah. So you buy the car and you buy the energy. Do you you've got different levels of energy, haven't you? So is there a different price for each of these energy stores?
Exactly. Every car NFT, any energy box, they have different prices and different levels, you know. The cars have different autonomies and the batteries has different values, you know, for prices.
And are they all individually priced then, the car NFTs? Like if I wanted to purchase one right now, are they all individually priced?
Yeah, individually priced. You go, because you know, this is something very, very different from us. All the cars NFT, they are unique. You don't have two of a kind. So if you buy your NFT, you got NFTs with the same power, for instance, with the same autonomy, but the design, they are unique. So if you have your NFT, your car NFT, only you gonna have this design. Nobody else. We're gonna have another NFT like yours.
Yeah. Okay. So go on.
Just to say, can I just rewind a little bit, because I haven't read the white paper or anything because I've been out. So Mark's done a lot of the research prior, but there's going to be a few people in here who haven't read the white paper, and I'm just a little bit lost at the minute in terms of the NFTs and stuff and the drive to earn. Can I do that in my own car, or is this specific to the electric car that you set up in Brazil?
No, in your own car.
Okay, so yeah, I can purchase the car and the battery, and then I guess I keep my phone in the car and it monitors when I'm driving and I'm earning, as long as I've got them NFTs, right?
Exactly okay. Like that.
Perfect.
Exactly.
Just wanted to clarify that.
No, exactly like that, because we're talking about the APP, and when we said that we are all based on renewable energy, it's because if you go there in the NFT store, you're going to check that all the NFT cars are based on electrical vehicles, and all the batteries are based on electric. Okay,
okay.
So it's inside of an APP. We have all this mindset. Okay, but you can drive your own car, your own motorcycle, you can hitchhike and use it. And in the first version of APP, the Google GPS will be the one that will give us the distance. Okay, so what you have to do, you go to the APP, you set your NFTs, and you set your beginning point and your point, the last point that you're going to drive, and that's it. It's settled. By the end of the ride, the APP will give you the distance and how much money did you get.
Yep, understood. A bit like an Uber. Go on.
Yes. So on these NFTs, then you mentioned that some of them have got like a range of 100 miles, and these power ups are, say, 3 times. So like you said, $30. So presumably a one times is the standard one is $10. What happens at the end of that 100 miles?
The APP will tell you, okay, you have to buy another NFT car, and you have to buy another energy box.
Okay, so the original NFT then becomes redundant, other than, I'm guessing, potentially its resale value.
Well, in fact, as they are unique, you can keep it, because afterwards we're gonna, because they are unique, so they are going to increase value, at least for the design. And what's going to happen later on in our marketplace, you're going to be able to sell it, but also you're going to be able to rent it.
Rent it. Okay, so you can hand it out to people and they can drive the miles for you.
Yeah. This is because why we're doing that? Because, I don't know where your country, but here in Brazil, we have something around 1 million drivers, Uber drivers, something around it. Okay, something around 1 million Uber drivers. Around the world, if you check Uber drivers, but also delivery cars like UPS, like the DHL and things like that, we have something around 13 million cars. So for instance, if you have, and you have cabs and things like that. So for instance, let's say yellow cabs from New York, okay? Imagine that the guy who has the fleet, if he buys the NFTs and he buys the energy box and it gives to each driver, can you imagine how much money he can do? Or for instance, you have like 3 cars in your house. You can buy your NFTs and you can give it to your wife and to your son, or to your children, so they can earn money using your NFT. So this is very, very interesting, because we have thought not only about the project and the crypto project, but we are talking about how this project can be useful in real life, for people who really needs. And this is huge for us, because, and Allan said something that, and he says something that it's very, very important. After COVID, we had like millions of people who lost, their income because of so many things. And this is an opportunity for people to get some income or extra income without being in crypto world, like being a trader or something like that, but really, really use it in the real world. So this is something incredible, just saying that. Imagine that someone who is Uber, he can earn money driving, extra money driving.
Yeah.
Someone,
Yeah, I get that, and I like the concept, and I can imagine obviously Uber drivers jumping on the opportunity if they can earn money from it. I'm just trying to work out the sustainability of it, but I'm sure we can come into the figures and stuff about that. In terms of the car NFTs and the energy, how much are they to purchase?
how much they're going to cost? The less the cheapest one, it's $100.
Yeah.
And the most expensive will be around 500 or something around $500 and $700.
Okay, and then what about the power-ups? How much are they?
Oh my God, I really don't know it. I have to check. I have to check with the team, but I really don't know. I really don't know the autonomy of all of them, but I can check with the team and I can drop it here.
Yeah.
And because there are so many, and I cannot, but I can check with the team and then I get back to you in the chat. If it's okay with you, because there's so many and I'm not gonna. Okay, sorry.
The most
Renato is
expensive NFT car is it's $1,000.
$1,000. And Renato,
Yeah.
how is the autonomy? The cheapest one, what's the autonomy? Autonomia, você sabe?
Alessandra, abre o NFT Drive Star. Só clicar no logo.
Quer saber a autonomia da bateria, Allan? Autonomia da bateria de $100, ele quer saber.
A autonomia a gente vai anunciar por questão de marketing, né, no lançamento.
Okay, that's it. I'm sorry. We had a little chat here, and
Só no lançamento.
as APP is not launched yet, we are going to announce close to the launch we're gonna I'm sorry, I just get a return here. We are going to announce close to the launch the autonomies for each NFT. We don't have it here yet.
É legal falar sobre que a gente já tem o ganho por quilômetro rodado da bateria Start, que é de 50 a $1 por quilômetro rodado.
50 cents a $1?
Isso.
Okay, we have one just for the battery box. We have, depending on the car, remember that depending on the NFT, the car NFT, the start energy box will pay from 50 cents to $10. Okay, depending.
Abriu o store.
Okay.
Store.
No. It's 50 cents for $1 each kilometer.
Yeah.
For the standard battery. For the more cheap battery.
Did you get?
Can we just clarify that a little bit, because there's a little bit of confusion in the text chat as well. So let me just go back one step. So once you've bought a car, you don't need to buy a car again, do you? Unless you want a different car.
No, you correct? Don't have to. Yeah, okay. You can use your own car.
And what is the advantage of having a more expensive car over a less expensive car?
Because it gives you more autonomy, and expensive cars give you more. If you have more autonomy, the battery NFT will pay you more.
Okay.
For instance, okay.
Go on.
No, for instance, the start battery, the start energy box will pay 50 cents to $1 for kilometer.
And is that in native token? So it's paying in Drive crypto token, right?
Nope.
Okay. What's it paying in?
Yeah, that's something that I wish I would like to go, because this is very interesting. In order to keep the project on, the sustainability of the project, what we have done an intern token. So you buy Drive Crypto, and then you change Drive Crypto for this token, this internal token, and you buy the NFTs with this internal token, because we don't have to mint it and we don't have to burn it, So token keeps it clean. So then you go to the NFT and you change your points, you change your internal token through NFTs and things like that. And then afterwards, you change your reward into Drive Cryptos. You got it? We have internal token. We have like a stable token inside of the app.
Okay, so that's a stable coin to the US dollar.
Exactly. Right now, it's based on US dollar.
And how is that backed? Is that backed $1 for every stable coin? I don't know what your internal token's called, but is it backed 1 for 1?
Yeah, it's 1 for 1. So right now, one Drive Crypto, it's equal 1 Drive point. Drive point is the stable coin that we have created. Okay,
and where are you funding this stable coin from?
We are based on we are just our pair in this internal token is USD, and for Drive Crypto is BNB.
Okay.
Okay.
But so as a reward though, you're paid in Drive points, right? $1 Drive points.
Exactly, $1 Drive point.
Where does the fund come from for the Drive points? Where's that up? Is that people? Go on.
Yeah, we have you have on our tokenomics, we have a pool for rewards in private crypto, you know, because the points they don't have value itself because they're inside APP, but we have in our tokenomics we have this part for rewards, you know, because you got your rewards and points. But then you have to change in Drive Crypto.
Okay, right, I understand. Yeah, so when someone's buying into your token, some of it is going into your stablecoin. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Okay. And I'm just going to try and pick up on a couple of questions through the text chat as well, because they relate to this. Are batteries interchangeable between cars?
Pardon me, I couldn't understand you.
So if I have, let's say I have 3 cars and 1 battery, can I swap that battery between the cars until it runs out, or once it's in a car, that's it?
Now you can change the cars, but you know, yeah, you can change the cars. But for instance, battery has it's on power. So when the power is off, or when the power ends, you have to buy another. But yeah, you can use it. You can swap it. You know,
okay.
I can use like 15 minutes with this car, 10 minutes with another car, and another half an hour with another car. There's no problem. Okay, but once the energy is over, you have to buy another energy.
Okay, yeah. And let's just talk about the batteries again 1 second. So they returned between cents and $1, did you say, per kilometer or per mile?
Right now it's per kilometer. I'm not sure that we are going to make this but it's going to be something like that, you know, kilometer and mile. It will be mostly the same because it's not about the because, you know, like in US it's miles, so the distance will be measured in miles. So the APP will do it, you know, like we'll do it back, you know, in background and layers. They're gonna make this difference, this change of kilometers and miles.
Okay. And do you have different types of batteries, right?
Yeah, we do.
So what's the difference there? That this is how much they pay you. Is there a different range on them as well, like how far they go, or are they all the same range?
No,
like what every battery is?
No, it's different. It's different. That's the amazing thing of NFTs, huh? You can do whatever you want. Different from normal batteries, you can do whatever you want. No, the point is we have some levels of batteries. Oh, pardon me.
That's okay. There's so many questions to ask about this project, to be honest with you. But what's your kind of return on batteries, and what kind of a return can I expect from, let's say, the cheapest battery to the most expensive battery? How much is going to cost me and how much it's going to earn?
Okay, the cheapest battery, we're going to cost you $100, and it'll give you 10% plus. Okay, so the cheapest battery, you pay $100 and you get back $100 plus 10.
Yep. Okay, so it's about a 10% return. And what was the most expensive battery?
The most expensive battery is around $1,000, and it will give you much more. But we don't know it yet. That's what I'm telling you. We haven't.
Okay.
In fact, we haven't disclosed it yet. It's not that we don't know, but we want to do like a really marketing, you know, event to tell people the powers and the values and the rewards, you know, the returns on it. So right now, what I can tell you is that the cheapest is 100, and you get return of 10%.
Okay, I mean that for me as an investor, that's a pretty significant thing. I'd be looking straight away to find out what kind of return I'm going to get from those NFTs, and it would be a major thing for me. And I'm not to take anything away from you, because you've obviously marketed it really well, but it's impressive that you've got 1,000 BNB from private sales without people knowing them figures, like, because there's nothing to say that it's going to be not earning money, like it's something that's quite important for me, but that's okay. If you've not disclosed the numbers yet, you've not disclosed the numbers.
I'm really
no, that's
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Mark, sorry, mate. I'll hand back to you. I just wanted to take it from a perspective where I didn't know anything about the project, mate. So I'll let you carry on, buddy, and I'll try and catch up with the text questions.
Yeah. So at the moment, you obviously explained that the NFTs are ready for sale now. People are already purchasing them. What are they buying them in dollar at the moment?
They're buying in cryptos and Drive Crypto. Okay.
Yeah.
So what? Okay. So you can only use our token to buy things. We are full utility token, so no one can buy using BNBs, USDTs. No, the only token, the only way that you can be part of our project is with Drive Cryptos. This is very huge, because otherwise, we don't have a utility. So what's the point here? So everything goes around Drive Crypto. And in order to keep the ecosystem right and health, we created this stable coin side of APP, so people can drive and earn, get the points, get the internal points, and then swap it to Drive Crypto.
Yep. Yeah. Makes sense. So when the token actually launches, are people going to be using your native token to buy the car NFTs and the energy packs? Because at the moment, they're obviously not, are they?
Well, they are, because what we are doing right now is we are doing like let's say a pre-sale. As the token's not launched yet, what people is doing is that changing their money, their dollar, their BNBs, whatever, in Drive Crypto, and then you go to the NFT store and you buy your NFT in Drive Crypto, and this goes to, and the cars and batteries go to your garage, so it keeps there in your garage. And once the app is launched, you can take your car out of your garage and then you can use it. Okay, but everything is in Drive Crypto. Okay, so everything is in Drive Crypto. You go, you buy in Drive Crypto, you use your car inside of app using Drive Points, getting Drive Points reward, and then you get these points, these rewards, and swap it into Drive Crypto.
Okay.
Tem como abrir o store.drivecrypto.io, mostrar as horas.
Okay, Allan is saying that if you want to go to the NFT store, you can type here and put store.drivecrypto.io, and you're gonna find the NFTs.
Store.drivecrypto.io.
.io.
Can we just go? Can I just, while Mark's bringing that up, can we just go back to the drive point, the stable coin?
Após isso, Alessandra, acho que a última coisa é o vídeo mesmo que está em português das duas estações, eu e o Alexandre Esperafico.
Tá, eu vou falar. Yeah, I'm sorry. Can you you want to go back to? Okay, you're seeing the NFT store.
Yeah, go for it, Toby.
Sorry. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. I didn't catch that. Yeah. So the stable coin. I'm just trying to work out how it's backed and how it's created. So you've got a percentage of your tax going towards the stable coin, right?
Yeah.
What's that percentage? Do you know off the top of your head before we get into the tokenomics?
Well, we have a part of it that goes to development, and this one part of it goes to the rewards. Okay, we have on our tokenomics, we have already something around 30 or 35%. I'm not sure because like 35% that we have it tokens. 35% of our total supply goes to reward. So what happens so what happens that everybody that goes make drive points and then swap to drive crypto, they will swap to drive crypto from this reward pool. Okay, and then after while people are buying and using the tokens, part of it goes to the rewards as well.
Okay, so what? So I'm just trying to work out some rough figures here because so you set aside 35% of the supply. We might find is that Mark, you got it up.
30%.
30%, and they will be handed out to rewards. Those are then going to be sold into. I'm presuming they're going to be sold into a stable coin to form your stable coin, your own stable coin.
No, it's not because in fact, the points they have a pair, but they don't have value because it's not a token. It's inside coin. It's inside token. So you cannot go through the market and say, okay, I have here my drive points and I want to swap it into BNBs. No, because it has no value. It has value inside the APP, has value only inside the APP.
So how can you call it a stable coin then, like backed dollar for dollar? How do people get that dollar out?
Because they have to swap it in drive points and drive crypto.
And then sell the drive point token.
So what happens? Okay, for instance, I get $10 from reward, meaning like I have 10 drive points. It's inside the token. Okay, so it's the token inside of the APP, which means that I have $10 equal 10 drive points. Then I get these drive points and I go to the swap and say, okay, I want to swap it into drive crypto, and then we make the swap. Okay,
I understand now. So it's a little bit confusing how you were calling it a stable coin, but it's not. So what's happening is I'm driving along. I've got my NFTs. I earn $1 worth of drive points, which is just an in token. There's nothing you can do with it other than accumulate it, right? And then when I'm ready, when I've got enough drive points, I swap $10 worth of drive points for $10 worth of drive crypto. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. Right. Okay. That makes more sense now.
Thank you. No, it's good because this is important for us. As I told you before, this is our first M&A.
Definitely.
International M&A. So it's good for us, even to get this touch in our speech, because normally we use this word like stable coin, and if it's not making sense, we have to change it.
Yeah, you see, like for a stable coin to me is implying that it's backed dollar for dollar. So you've got $1,000 for your $1,000 worth of drive points, but what really is happening is it's just an imaginary currency almost that you swap. It's hard to, I can't think what to call it, but yeah, you kind of, it's like an in-game almost dollar that you swap for $1 worth of drive crypto as a reward. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, imagine I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. And hats off to you because I only speak English and you're speaking two languages and it's a lot harder for you. So, like, sorry if I've trying to beat around the bushes here and like trying to work out what's what so that everyone can understand, you know.
No, that's perfect. I mean, that's exactly why we are here, to get to know what's important and, of course, to present the project, but as well as, to get the, to make like the speech perfect, and try to tell the right things and understand the questions and improve the speech. And, I used to say that it's kind of this miles program, like you adventure clubs and things like that. You have like 5 miles, you have 1 point, which means right now you can change it for a full air ticket for, I don't know, another country, but next few days you can only go to the next city, it's something like that, like we have a internal point. It has no value outside, but inside it's what's giving you your earning, and then you have to change it into Drive Crypto.
Okay. And just one more question that follows from that was, is there any fees to swap to Drive points to Drive Crypto? Or if I swap $1 worth of Drive points into $1 worth of Drive Crypto, what's the fee on that?
Right now, 1 Drive Crypto is equal 4 cents of dollar.
Okay, so quick math. So dollars.
Yeah.
So yeah. if I've got a dollar of Drive points and I swap it for Drive Crypto, which is at 4 cents, it'd be 25 Drive Cryptos that I get, right? There's no fee to pay. Is it a swap like that?
You have to pay the fees. You have to pay the fees.
Okay, like the taxes that you would if you were buying the token from the outside.
Exactly, because you're buying.
Right.
If you're exchanging, you're buying. If you're swapping,
okay,
you have to pay the taxes.
Okay, understood. Yep. So just the normal buy taxes you'd pay when you're using your Drive points.
Exactly. Okay.
Yeah, Mark. Sorry, carry on, buddy. I know we're getting on a bit, man.
Yeah. I think
there's a lot to ask, isn't there?
There's a lot to break down and stuff, and make sure everybody understands everything. So I think it's probably best that we move on now to your other utilities, so we can briefly touch on those, and then obviously if anybody from the community's got any questions, you can ask them at the end as well. I'm sure there'll be a few more that people that want to ask questions and stuff. So I understand that you're also releasing a game, and
yeah.
So do you want to touch on that?
Yeah, let me give you like milestones and a timeline here. We're going to launch on July 31st. Okay, so the token will be launched on July 31st, and most probably the APP will launch together with the token. Maybe 1 or 2 days late, but the APP is ready for to launch together with the token. And then we have a play to earn game, which is kind of Need for Speed, mode, like Need for Speed. So the game mode is like a racing competition, and you have to create a room with at least 6 other players. You can join one room, or you can create your own room, and people do the registration for this race, and the first, second, and third places get reward. Okay, and it's a Need for Speed mode, so it's not like you can touch other cars and things like that. It's going to be funny and things like that. And the game will be launched late November. Okay, game will be launched late November. And we have another thing that it's the electrical vehicles recharging station that we are already starting to install. So we have installed one here in Brazil in a city called Cuiabá. And we are installing these stations because we have partnership with Energy. Energy is a Brazilian company based on Cuiabá. It's central Brazil. And the owner of Energy is Alex Esperafico. Alex Esperafico is a former Indeprace pilot. And also he's the ambassador of Drive Crypto. He's one of the ambassadors of Drive Crypto. So Alex Esperafico is the CEO and one of the owners of Energy. Energy is one of the largest companies in renewable energy projects in Latin America. And his partnership and Energy's partnership with Drive Crypto. So we just installed our first EV recharging station, and we are going to install another EV in a couple of days in another city here in Brazil. But also before the launch of the token, we are going to install most probably in Portugal our first EV recharging station in Portugal.
Okay, nice.
Just something about the APP. The APP will launch 30 days after the token launch, not in 2 days. 30
I'm
days
sorry.
after the token launch. Okay. The APP, the beta version is ready, but it's the strategy from the marketing to launch it 30 days after the launch of the token.
Okay. Okay. So looking back at these rechargeable stations and your partnership, how does that partnership look? Do they build these EV stations for you and install them, and you pay them, or do you buy them off them?
We pay them a part of it. Another part of it, they are getting to invest on it because we're partnership, and we got. What's going to happen is that people who have Drive Cryptos and electrical cars can recharge it for a lower price than normal. And all the energy that is excedent energy. I don't know if you know about it, but we generate energy with our solar panels, and all the excedent energy for these stations, we're gonna sell for the energy companies and also for carbon credit. So it's gonna give us some incomes, some good revenues. And then these revenues, a part goes to the holders, and another part goes to Energy.
Okay. How does that split look?
It looks like almost it's almost 50-50. It's not 50-50, but it's 52-48. Okay, we Drive Crypto keep 52 and Energy 48, at least for now.
Okay, and that 52% that goes back towards token holders.
Exactly.
Okay, and looking at these EV stations, how much do they cost, and do you own them outright?
We are partners with Energy. So this partnership, we own it, but we don't own it alone. Okay, Energy has a part of it, and we do have a part of it. And the cost depends on each one depends on the where you are putting it, and so for instance here in Brazil, let's say that if you go to a mall, for instance, if we go to a mall, the cost is not too much because the mall wants to be there, wants us to be there. And as we are partners with Energy, we pay cost price. We don't pay the project and things like that. So it depends on each. It depends on each situation.
Okay, that's fine. And obviously, people will pay to fill up their cars to recharge them. And like you said, you get a discount if you use the native token. So for those people that are just using fiat, just using their credit debit cards to fill up, will a portion of that electricity or that bill as well go back towards token holders?
Yeah, definitely. That's what I'm saying. A part of the income. So normally, and this is again, it depends on each country, okay? Because each country has its own taxes and things like that. So I'm assuming here from Brazil. So what we are doing here in Brazil that if you pay, for instance, $10 to recharge your car, if you have Drive Crypto and you want to pay with Drive Crypto, it's going to cost like 20% less. So, for instance, you're gonna recharge your vehicle with $8 in Drive Crypto instead of 10. Okay.
Yep.
And all the income generated by this for these stations, energy, excedent energy, and carbon credits. Important part of it goes to holders. An important part of this income goes to holders.
Yep. Okay. And I understand, having looked at the roadmap, that is it 2023 that you're looking to start doing this and redistributing the profits to token holders?
Yeah, because, well, in fact, that as I told you, we are over delivering because we already installed the first electrical station. EV recharging station, we already delivered the first. So we are over delivering here. The point is all the energy, because again, this is the energy market. So the energy market, you say, okay, I'm going to sell you the possibility, the right to use my excedent energy in this period of time. So I go to the companies, electrical companies, and I do this deal, and then they are using the energy and they are paying for this energy by the end of the period. That's how it happens, So they make a deal, but they pay when the period finishes.
Sure.
That's normally how it happens in energy market,
Yeah.
It's kind of
that makes sense. So how will token holders see this? How will this profit get distributed back to holders?
The same way we go to Drive Crypto, we change it in Drive Crypto, and then we give it as a staking.
As a staking reward.
Yeah, APY or APR. It depends. Okay, I'm not sure, and really I'm not sure. It's not because I don't know. It's because we haven't had the deal yet with any energy company. So I cannot assure you that it's going to be an APR or APY, but normally it's going to be an APY. We are willing, and this is what we want, but not what we can assure. We want to do something around 30 to 40% APY.
Okay. Yeah, fine. Seems a lot more sensible than a lot of tokens are coming out with more recently. So that's good to hear.
Now, come on. 3,000%. 3,000%. It's like, it's not even doable. 3,000%.
No. We had a record breaking 1 billion% APY not long ago.
1 billion.
Yeah. yeah. Get some crazy figures, don't you, in this crypto world?
Like, really, 1 billion is wow. No, it's not doable. Let's be honest. It's not doable, and we are here for a long run. We cannot do it. We cannot say people that we're going to do 1,000% or something like that, because it's not doable. It's not doable.
No. Yeah, absolutely. No, that's good to hear. I do feel like I've got quite a few more questions, but I also feel like I want to move on and give everybody else the opportunity to ask some questions as well. So can we move on to the private and pre-sale? So you mentioned that you'd already raised 1,000 BNB.
Yeah.
But you've done that over 2 legs, is that right?
Yeah.
And how did that look? How many holders? What was the biggest buy? Any discount?
Yeah, discounts, of course. We have three private raise. Okay, one drive crypto at 2 cents, another in 3 cents, and the last one at 4 cents. Okay, we have around, and I can give you the right number, but right now I don't have it. We have around 6,000 buyers.
6,000. Okay, and what was the minimum max buy-in for these?
The minimum is around $100.
Yep.
And the maximum is around $1,000.
Yep, and what discount do they get off the launch price?
The launch price will be 5 cents.
0.5 cents. Okay, and the initial one, so you get 2.5x from the initial 2 cent one. Is there any vesting for these private holders?
No vesting.
Okay, so they get them fully unlocked at launch.
They can, but I'm going to tell you something, and please do not disclose to anyone, and just between you and me. Almost 70% of the private investors bought NFTs.
Okay.
So they don't have the available tokens to go to the short. They already bought their NFT. So in order to go to the short, they have to get these drive points, change to drive cryptos, and then go to the short.
Okay, perfect. So a lot of people have been buying the NFTs with their funds. So, like you say, they can't dump on the chart anyway.
Yeah, almost 7%. Something around it, 70%.
Okay, that's a decent amount. Yeah, and then so you've got a couple of different pre-sales going on, haven't you? On 2 different launch pads.
Yeah, we are willing to go to Gempad and to CookieSale. Gempad, we're going from 17 to 19 July, and CookieSale from July 23rd to July 25th. And then we're going to...
Go on, sorry, carry on.
And we're going to launch on July 31st.
Yep. And how much are you looking to raise on each of these launch pads?
A lot.
A lot.
No,
Have
I'm
you got a
kidding.
big stomach? Have you got a hard cap?
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm just like Brazilian mojo. I'm kidding. We are still discussing the volume yet. Okay, but we are talking around 2,000 BNBs in each, something like that.
2,000 BNB in
Yeah.
each of these launch pads.
Yeah. You go,
Okay.
you go big or go home.
Okay. Are you going to have a soft cap?
Yeah, the soft cap will be 300 BNBs.
Okay, fair enough.
Is that across? Is that across all launch pads?
So if you want, Alessandra, to talk about the launch on CoinX blockchain, you can talk about.
Okay. Pardon me. I guess it was Topster. I didn't hear what you say.
How many launch pads are you planning to go on?
Two. Gempad.
Yeah.
Gempad and CookieSale.
And that 300 BNB soft cap, is that across both, or is that across each one?
Each one.
Okay, so 600 BNB total soft cap and 1,000 on each hard cap. Is that right?
Yeah, something around that.
Okay.
We're still closing this volume. Okay, and I'm pretty happy to disclose it here as soon as we finish these deals. But we are still, getting the details and understanding the details, and then I can give you this information. But right now it's something around that. And what Renato was saying is that we're going to launch in PancakeSwap and CoinX. Okay, so we're going to do 2 exchanges, PancakeSwap and CoinX.
No, I'm talking about the blockchain of CoinX. We launch on boot chain, on BSC and CoinX blockchain too.
Yeah, because we're going to use PancakeSwap. It's a BSC. It's BSC, but also CoinX is a multi-chain. So we are going to launch in CoinX because we're going to use like our multi-chain, their multi-chain platform. So it's we gonna reach other chains, and that's important for us.
Yep. The 2 pre-sales, that's all in BNB, is it, that you're raising?
Yeah, in BNB. Our pair is going to be BNB.
Right. Okay. Just going back to this pre-sale, is there a discount off the launch price for pre-sale?
We are still discussing this. Most probably pre-sale will have a between price from private to launch. Okay.
Yep. And is this going to be like a public pre-sale, or is it going to be whitelisted?
Yeah. We're gonna whitelist a little just because it's cool to have a whitelist. But we are not whitelist like thousands of names. Like we are willing to do something around 50 or 100 whitelist spots, because we want it to go public. So we are doing some whitelist spots, just because we are willing to do some whitelist spots just because, and that some channels they ask it, they want it. And that's why we are doing this, okay? But we are not willing to give like hundreds of spot lists because that's not our point. We are going to have a huge marketing. Let's say that 60% of the raised private is going to between 60 to 7% that we raised in private is going to marketing.
Okay, so
So
effectively you've got 600 to 700 BNB to
yeah,
use towards marketing, and this is pre-sale, as in
yeah.
pre-launch.
No, it's just for pre-sale.
Okay.
We are going to have this biggest push for pre-sale, and then we're gonna have another investment for launch. Launch and after launch.
Yeah. So say you get 1,000 BNB from your 2 launch pads at pre-sale. How's that split going to look like? What are you going to use the funds towards? How much is going to LP and what's the rest going to?
Well, like liquidity is 51. This is better. Like we cannot do anything else than 50. So 51 is going to liquidity pool, and the 49, 50% goes to marketing. In another 50%, we go for development.
Sorry, so 51% is going towards the LP, and then what was the split between development and marketing?
Half and a half.
Okay, so like 25% towards post-launch marketing. So you put in a lot of funds behind pre-launch, and though I guess it depends on how many you get, doesn't it? How much you get at pre-sale as to what you have for your post-launch marketing.
Yeah, we have right now we have like 60-70% for pre-sale marketing, but we still have a reserve fund for launch. Okay. So
okay.
in fact, regarding private, we are talking that 90% goes to marketing, and 10% goes to others like development and things like that. Okay, because we haven't, and I'm going to be honest with you. Of course, we knew about the project, we knew the power of the project, and it's huge, and it's different, and it blows our mind a little when we think about it and everything. But we never expect like 1,000 BNBs. We are expecting like 300, 400, 300 BNBs, and like 500 would be like wow. And suddenly it was like 1,000 BNBs. So everything that we have planned, we go like 3 times. And the money for development and things like that, it doesn't change. It's the same. So we have 1,000 BNBs. We have now 90% of it for marketing, but for pre-launch, we are going to use something around 700 BNBs. Okay. And we have like more 25% for pre-sales, and this fund that if we need, we go to launch. Okay.
Yeah, all makes sense. How do you feel about the current market conditions and how that can affect you raising funds and how launch will go?
And this is something interesting, and it blows my mind as well. And I'm telling you what I do believe. There is no bear market. There are bear investors. And bear investors is that when they just give up of trying to convince the bulls, someone, just stop trying to convince the other bears that there's no bear market. So, and then I said, okay, I give up. I'm bear too. But what I see is that the market, of course, we are in shitcoin season. I know that. We all know that shitcoin season. Woohoo! But yeah, stealth launch and things like that. But we do believe that there is no bear market for good projects. And we have something that people may not believe, but it's true, is that we have something that we are going to deliver. So as Renato said, okay, we have a marketing strategy. We have a marketing strategy, and this is important. It's not like, let's do it, oh, let's try. No, we're working together with many other people to do the right thing, to do the right thing for launch and pre-sale and launch. But of course, if we feel like we need to anticipate anything, or not the launch, but for instance, the APP, or we have to anticipate anything else, we will, because we are ready, Like APP, as Renato said, APP is ready. We are working and we are doing some strategies to launch the APP like within 30 days from the token launch. But if we feel like it's important, we can launch it in 1 or 2 weeks. And this is something that not all projects have it. Always, lately at least, we always have this like, okay, you buy here and then you're going to have like in 3 months, in 6 months, you're going to have the APP, you're going to have the game, you're going to have something like that. And we are not like this. We already have. You can buy your NFT already. You can use your Drive Cryptos to buy your NFT already. You can use your Drive Cryptos to recharge your car already. So there are a lot of things that we have prepared before, so people do not have this feeling that, oh, come on, what I'm going to do with this token. No, you have things to do with this token right now in the launch and after launch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. No, I get that. And it's good to see that you've got those things in place, right, ready for launch. I guess I would, it's a lot of, feels like a lot of money to invest into promoting a pre-sale. I personally would want to see more reserves for launch so that it can see you through the bear market. And you've got that rainy day fund and those funds, because marketing funds are a lot, the funds don't go as far basically in a bear market, do they? You haven't got those people, really wanting that whitelist spot and jumping in at your token and stuff. Whereas in the bull run, people are going to be jumping back into it and stuff. So those marketing funds are going to be used, going to be a lot more effective, I would say.
Yeah, noted. I understand their point, and noted. And I agree with you. That's why we're not doing like hundreds and thousands of spot whitelist spots, because I understand that it's not working like that anymore, and then we just get like frustrated, and people that are waiting get frustrated as well. So we are going to give some spots, but not thousands of spots, and really some spots, like really, this is kind of like 100, 150, and that's it. Mm-hmm. And I understand what you're saying about save some money for, make some actions if the market doesn't correspond on what we are wishing. I understand that, and I appreciate your point. Thank you.
Yeah, because utility, it felt like we had the end of the peak, say November, December, and then it started coming down and stuff, and people thought that you needed utility in order to be successful. But it feels like utility tokens are actually really struggling because people just want those quick bucks. So this is a big project that, as long as you can get it through this period, can hopefully come out the other side really strong. But that's why I'm just saying it's important to have that money aside to keep you going until things reverse. But anyway, Toby, have you got anything else to add?
No, mate. I know it's been a long one for Alessandra and everyone listening, I guess. I suspect there's quite a few questions regarding the project, and we probably haven't got time to take them all. So, if anyone has got any questions, just I've pinned the Telegram for Drive Crypto. So go and join up and ask them any questions that you need to ask over there. But yeah, no, it's, as I think we could probably talk for hours about this project, to be fair, and get an understanding of everything. But it's just not enough time in a day, so to say.
I guess there is one other question, one final question that we always like to ask here at the Legit Crypto Lands at Alessandra. So I'll finish on that with this question, if that's okay.
Yeah, come on, drop it.
So for us, the long-term success of a project can't be achieved without a clear vision from you guys, the team. So my final question to you is, at what point does this project become a success to you?
I could lie to you. I can lie to you. I can tell you the truth.
I'd like the truth, please.
We understood the greatness of the project, because that's what we're talking about when we're starting to do the research about it, when we started, because to be honest with you, the first idea was just to be an NFT and a game. And based everything on that, based on Need for Speed, and but when we started to do the research about drivers, about the distance that people drives on monthly basis, for instance, people drive something around 13,000 miles monthly. 13,000 miles monthly. Average people, 13,000 miles monthly. So when we start to do the research of it, and then we saw it, we saw the potential, and then we have like the most amazing, and this is, I have to tell you, we have the most amazing brains and development team. And Allan is a visionary, and we said, okay, why don't we go this way first, and then we go to the game, and when we got it together, when we put it all together, that's when we said, and we realized that this is a project. This is a project. This is the real deal, It can work for crypto, but also it can work for real life people, people that don't want to go to crypto, they don't trade, but they can use it. They can earn, and they can get into crypto without being trader, without losing money, without, So that's when we realized the greatness of the project. But the success came when we said, let's try to raise like 200 BNBs in private, because, bear market, nobody is going to do that. And suddenly we were like 200, 300, 400, 500. And there was a point that Allan said, okay, let's stop it. And people were fooding, and mainly in Brazilian chat, like, what? I want to buy. What the fuck, guys? You cannot do that. And it were like, oh, come on. What can we do? Okay, let's sell. Okay, let's do it. Let's sell. And that's what happened. So success, the greatness when we start researching and understand what we could do, and success when, only in Brazil, because we have done it only in Brazil. Let me tell you, private happened only in Brazil, okay? And we raised around 1,000 BNBs. That was the point. And that's the truth. I can't lie to you.
You got the whole rest of the world now to target.
Yeah. And when you tell me, okay, don't you think that's too much? Yes, I do think that's too much. BNBs for pre-sale, of course it is. We understand that. But if we were able to do 1,000 BNBs only in Brazil, what we can do around the world,
Yep. No, I hear you. Yeah, cool. Okay. Well, thanks a lot for coming along and sharing Drive Crypto with us. Really appreciate you coming along. Definitely be good to have you back on here and give us an update with how things are going. We always like to build long-term relationships. So if you've got any updates and stuff, keep us up to date, and then we can pass that on to the community as well. But it'd be interesting to see how pre-sale goes for you and launch. But yeah, wish you the best of luck with it all.
Hi, guys, I really appreciate. As I said before, it's our first international AMA, and it was, it's really important because we want to, get the speech going better, and it was so important to me. I cannot thank you enough for all the insights and for all the things that you said to me, like, make it clear, make it clear, make it clear. And it was really, really important. And I appreciate that. I really appreciate your time, the space, the questions. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much. I just want to wrap it up. Just telling that we are going to pre-sale on Gempad from 17th to 19th, and CookieSale from 23 to 25, and launch on July 31st on PancakeSwap and CoinEx. CoinEx is a multi-chain. We just finished our private, and we already have our NFT store available, so people can go and check. And please be my guest to know a little bit more about the project, to understand a little bit more. And we are here, and we are here for the long term.
Perfect. Thanks a lot, Alessandra. And obviously, we haven't had time for a good Q&A at the end here, but obviously, if anybody does have questions, make sure you drive and make sure you join Drive Crypto's TG and ask some questions there. And I'll follow up with a couple of pointers with you in a DM, Alessandra, if that's okay.
Yeah, of course. I'm available, and thank you very much.
Great.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Alan.
Good job.